Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jam. Today we're diving into a topic that has become a huge part of our everyday life, but one that we rarely stop and think about, and that's instant gratification. We live in a world where everything seems to be just a click away, from the food we eat, the entertainment we consume, to the very way that we communicate with others. But have you ever stopped and wondered what this constant desire for instant satisfaction is doing to us as individuals and as a society? Well, let's talk about that today. Enjoy the show. All right, instant gratification. Let's break it down first. It's the urge to immediately satisfy a need or a want, whether it's a swipe on our phones to check our social media or ordering food that shows up at our door within minutes. Everything is designed for speed, convenience, and rewards. But at what cost? Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the benefits of modern technology. We've made some incredible strides to make our lives easier. But when the desire for instant gratification becomes a way of life, it has profound effects on how we think, act, and relate to the world. First, let's talk about how instant gratification affects our attention span. How many of us feel the nagging itch when we're forced to wait even a few seconds on something? Some of you guys cannot wait a minute or two to get something done. It has to be done right away. I know I'm guilty of checking my phone the moment a waiting screen pops up on my computer, or as soon as I get bored, the first thing I do is open up my phone. We've been conditioned to expect rapid rewards, and this constant rush can make it harder for us to focus on long-term goals, projects, and things that require patience. In fact, studies have shown that our ability to focus for extended periods of time has decreased as a result of the constant barrage of instant rewards. We're seeing this more clearly in our younger generations. Kids have grown up with smartphones and on-demand streaming, or finding it harder to engage in activities that don't immediately deliver the kind of results that they're used to. Even my own kids, they struggle with even a simple ad popping up. Imagine trying to sit through a full-length movie or reading an entire book when your brain is used to the fast-paced scrolling of TikTok or Instagram stories. It's a huge disadvantage and a huge shift. The attention span seems to only be about 15 to 30 seconds before it's time to move on to something else. Now let's talk about something deeper, our sense of fulfillment. The more we seek instant gratification, the less we find satisfaction in things that require effort, dedication, or time. You know the feeling when you've worked hard on a goal for weeks or months or years, and then you finally achieve it? The sense of accomplishment is often worth so much more than if we just stumble upon the right answer right away, or if it just happened for us out of nowhere. But here's the thing. Immediate rewards often leave us feeling empty. It's like the post-sugar crash. When you've indulged in a quick treat, you're left feeling unsatisfied. When something's easy, at some point, you feel unsatisfied. So we chase more and more of those little hits. And before you know it, we're caught up in this loop of searching for fleeting satisfaction instead of building lasting fulfillment. And the problem extends beyond just individual experience. It impacts our relationships too. We're living in a world where communication has become so driven by just these quick friendships and these friendships that aren't built on anything. You need to get in touch with someone, you just send them a text, shoot them a quick DM, or drop them a message. Sure, it's made life a lot easier, but it also creates a sense of urgency. People expect responses immediately, which leads to this growing sense of pressure. Like, should I respond right away? Or the need to respond right away, or to get a response right away, whether it's from friends, family, or even colleagues. And when people don't get what they want right away, the frustration builds. They start to get irritated. There's this idea that if you can't get what you need instantly, then it's a problem. When in reality, some of the most meaningful connections that you make and those conversations, they take time to unfold. Now let's talk about dopamine. That's a neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of pleasure and reward. Every time you get a like on a post or a quick response for someone, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine. It feels good, right? That's the power of instant gratification at work. But there's a downside. Over time, we become more and more reliant on these instant hits of dopamine. And the things that used to bring us joy, the things that require patience or effort, no longer seem to be rewarding. It's the very reason that mental health professionals have raised concerns over the growing addiction to social media, online shopping, gaming, and even the way we consume information. The more we give in to our desires for instant rewards, the more we risk losing sight of the bigger picture, those long-term goals that require real dedication. But here's the good news. While this trend of instant gratification is deeply embedded in our culture, it doesn't mean we're stuck with it. Awareness is the first step to taking control back. It's about finding balance, learning to appreciate the benefits of modern technology without falling into the trap of always needing things right now. One way to combat this is to practice mindfulness. Take a few moments each day to be present, to breathe, and experience life without the need of immediate rewards. That can help. Instead of reaching for your phone first thing in the morning, maybe you start your day with a few minutes of reflection or to tackle a goal that requires sustained effort and attention. Put the phone down for a second and be in the moment. It's about rediscovering that sense of delayed gratification, the ability to put in the work and reap the reward later. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to challenge you to think about your relationship with instant gratification. How does it show up in your life? How can you create a bit more space for things that require more time, patience, and effort? Because at the end of the day, some of the most rewarding things in life, the things that truly matter, take time. I'll say it again. Some of the most rewarding things in life, the things that truly matter, take time. Thanks for listening.